everyone's just like trying to like attack me like for no reason.
Alabama Barker has fell out with at least 4 to 5 people, all because she went to host a Valentine's Day. My thing is that, why are you always having people over at your home?
What was supposed to be a relaxed Valentine's hangout somehow spiraled into drama, arguments, and people exposing each other online like the whole thing was a reality show playing out live. According to what Alabama hinted at during the stream, she allegedly caught one of her friends making out with a mystery guy right in her own bed. Yeah, her bed.
Packed on the yacht. We get back to the crib. We get there. I go upstairs. It's a dude and Madison in the bed. But I didn't really peep what was going on at first. So Bama goes upstairs and she's like, gang, get out of my bed. Kicks the dude and the girl out. The dude goes home. It's like the whole thing.
The second viewers heard that detail, the comment section started moving fast and people immediately began throwing out theories about who that mystery guy could have been. Now imagine for a second if that mystery guy had turned out to be Travis Barker. The internet would have absolutely lost it. People online would be posting nonstop, breaking down every clip frame by frame, and Kourtney Kardashian probably would have been thinking, I need to log off immediately. The entire situation would have been painfully awkward and way too embarrassing for everyone involved. But here's how the night actually started. Alabama had flown a group of girls out to Los Angeles for what she described as a Valentine's sleepover stream. This wasn't just a normal sleepover though, this was one of those influencer hangouts where cameras are rolling the entire time, clips are getting posted instantly, and every little moment turns into content for social media. She invited girls like Samaya, AJ, Malaya, Pearl, and a few others. The plan sounded simple. Glam looks, music playing in the background, food everywhere, filming TikToks, laughing, and just hanging out together. The whole vibe was supposed to be that classic, who needs a boyfriend when you've got your girls kind of night. At first, everything actually looked really cute. Alabama surprised the girls with gifts, and they were even blindfolded while she handed them flowers and small presents. Everyone was screaming, laughing, hugging, acting like they were the closest group of friends ever. The energy felt light, the music was playing, and viewers watching the stream were commenting about how fun the whole thing looked. For a moment, it really did seem like the perfect influencer girls' night, the kind of event where everyone looks happy on camera and the internet eats it up. But behind that fun vibe, little cracks in the energy were already starting to show, and it didn't take long before the night started shifting in a completely different direction. But if you go back and rewatch those clips now, the whole thing feels a little uncomfortable in hindsight. Alabama honestly looked like she was trying really hard to make everyone feel welcomed and appreciated. She was fully in host mode, making sure everyone had gifts, attention, and a good time. People watching the stream noticed that immediately. The comment section started filling up with messages like, I hope her friends treat her as well as she treats them. And that's where things get tricky with influencer friend groups. The vibe can look perfect on camera 1 minute and then suddenly shift the next. What started as a sweet, fun girls' night slowly began to feel a little tense, and viewers started picking up on those subtle, awkward moments pretty quickly. One of the first strange situations people noticed actually involved the private chef. Yes, this party had a chef cooking food right there in the house. At one point, Alabama asked about the food that was being prepared, and the chef told her she would prepare a plate for her. That part seemed normal at first, but then one of the girls nearby casually said something like, oh, okay, I'll have the same thing.
On everything. Wait, what's the meat on top? Oh. Oh, serve ourselves? Oh, okay.
That's when the mood shifted. The chef made it clear she was only preparing food for Alabama. Just Alabama. Now, to be fair, that might have simply been part of the arrangement. The chef may have been hired specifically to cook for Alabama and nothing more. But imagine sitting there as one of the guests and realizing that the host is getting served while everyone else is just standing around waiting. That kind of moment can make the whole room feel awkward fast. You could actually see Alabama notice how strange it looked. Almost immediately, she stood up and said she would just make her own plate instead.
Ew.
I can get up and I'll help. Come on, I can make my plate too.
Yeah, we just didn't know. I don't think we did it.
It seemed like she was trying to smooth things over and avoid making anyone feel uncomfortable. Unfortunately, that small awkward moment was only the beginning. According to Alabama, the night ended up getting much messier after that. Of course, once people online heard about the mystery guy situation, the internet started spinning all kinds of theories. Some viewers even joked about the wildest possibility. Imagine if that mystery guy had turned out to be someone like Travis Barker. Social media would have completely exploded. And part of the reason people jump to those kinds of conclusions is because rumors about Travis have circulated before. Not too long ago, there was a blind item online claiming he had allegedly cheated with someone around Alabama's age. Travis himself admitted in his memoir that he had been unfaithful in past relationships. Because of that history, every time a new rumor appears, people online instantly react with, "Here we go again." Now, even before Alabama started revealing everything that went down during the stream, she said there were already a few moments earlier in the night that didn't sit right with her. The tension didn't suddenly appear out of nowhere. According to Alabama, the vibe started feeling strange way earlier in the evening, and one of the biggest situations involved her friend, Samaya. Alabama explained that Samaya asked Alabama's driver to pull over and pick up another girl along the way, but she never checked with Alabama first. At first, that might sound like a small detail, but for Alabama, it immediately felt off. She didn't even know who this girl was, and when she first heard the name Malaya, she actually thought it might be someone she previously had serious problems with. So in that moment, Alabama said her mind started running through all kinds of possibilities. She was confused about why someone new was suddenly being added to the night without her knowing anything about it. From her point of view, it wasn't just about an extra guest showing up. It was about the fact that the decision happened using her driver and her plans without anyone checking with her first. And honestly, a lot of people would probably feel uncomfortable in that situation. When you're hosting an event and organizing everything, you usually expect to at least know who is coming. So Alabama started feeling like things were already getting messy before the night had even properly started. Eventually, the story made its way online, and once the internet got involved, the situation grew even bigger. Of course, Samaya eventually spoke up and shared her side of what happened. According to Samaya, Alabama apparently sleeps until around 6 in the evening most days, and she suggested that this might have been part of the reason communication earlier that day was unclear. But Samaya didn't stop there. She went even further and made another claim that immediately grabbed people's attention. She said Alabama often finds girls on Instagram and flies them out just to hang out. The way Samaya described it made it sound like Alabama doesn't necessarily have a tight circle of longtime friends, and instead brings different people into her life through social media connections. Once viewers heard that, people online started looking at the entire situation a little differently. Some began saying that if the group didn't really know each other that well, it might explain why the energy during the night felt so unpredictable. And when you go back and watch clips from the stream now, you can actually see small moments where the dynamic feels a little forced. Everyone is laughing and filming videos together, but at the same time, it doesn't always feel like a group that has years of friendship behind them. It feels more like a group of people still figuring each other out while cameras are rolling. Alabama also made it clear that the girls who attended the event had signed NDAs before coming to the sleepover. That detail added another layer to the situation because it means there could be a lot more that happened that night that viewers never heard about. If those agreements were real, speaking publicly about private moments from the night could lead to serious consequences. So if there were even bigger arguments, awkward situations, or things that went down off camera, those details might never fully reach the internet. And knowing how chaotic the night already sounded from the small pieces we do know, a lot of people online are convinced there is probably much more to the story than what has actually been shared so far. Situations like this can easily turn into legal trouble, especially if agreements were signed before the night even started. If NDAs were really involved, that means some of the people who were there might legally not be able to talk about what actually happened. Because of that, whatever really went down behind the scenes during that night might never fully come out. We've only seen the clips that were streamed, the reactions online, and the small pieces of the story that Alabama and the others chose to share publicly. But it definitely leaves people with a lot of questions. What do you think really happened during that Alabama Barker girls' night? Do you think her friends suddenly switched up on her once the cameras were rolling, or do you think there's another side to the story that the internet simply hasn't heard yet? Was it just a misunderstanding that got blown up online, or was there real tension between everyone that night? And while we're already talking about messy celebrity situations, let me ask you something else. If Travis Barker was ever caught cheating on Kourtney Kardashian again, do you think she would actually forgive him, or do you think that would finally be the moment where she walks away for good? I want to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.